There are many things that can be seen in the sky, day and night. If we watch the sky, we can see that stars appear to rise and set, as does the moon and bright stars that may be visible. The sun is an obvious example, but not obvious in why it moves. It appears to move across the sky from east to west, but it is the Earth rotating once a day from west to east that makes the sun, moon, stars, and planets appear to move. If we return to the night sky, we see stars in patterns, the constellations, like Leo the lion. These patterns are familiar to us, and have been for millennia. There are 88 official constellations, and a lot of unofficial patterns too. They never seem to change their appearance, but we can change that. Take, for example, the Big Dipper, steady and unchanging. But if we could travel into space and fly around the Big Dipper in a huge circle, we would see that the dipper changes its shape and eventually looks not like a dipper at all. What's changing isn't the dipper, but our position around it. This makes the stars look like random smattering. Given enough time, we would return to our starting place, and the dipper would once again look as we know it. We can't make that actual journey yet, so we see the sky pretty much as we are used to it. Here we see a blue dashed line called the ecliptic, the line that the sun, the moon, and the planets appear to move along. As they do so, they pass through the constellations called the zodiacal. The sun will circle along the ecliptic once a year, and the other objects more or less often, depending on the distance of their orbit. And we can see how the constellations are spread across the sky. Looking just at planets and the moon, we have added names: Jupiter, Saturn, Mars, Uranus, and our moon. This is what will happen in the months ahead, and we will require a telescope to see all of them. But let's take a look at all the planets as they perform a solar system dance. But planet dances aren't the only thing that we have to watch. The stars we see in the night sky look like little more than dots of different brightness and color, but they vary tremendously in size. Beginning with the Sun, an average-sized star, Pollux in Gemini, and Sirius in the Big Dog, the brightest night star. Approaching is Arcturus in Bootes. Aldebaran in Taurus, and Rigel in Orion. Betelgeuse is also in Orion. And Antares in Scorpius. As the Earth rotates on its axis once a day and revolves around the Sun once a year, it points us at these well-known stars. Constellations are all made of stars, a bright one, and others in it that are dimmer. And the night sky is the backdrop of stars for people from long ago, who at first knew nothing about them. That's why they made stories, some going back thousands of years, about the patterns they saw. In future episodes, we will focus on the night sky, much the same stars our ancestors saw in their sky,